Today, ipapaliwanag ko kung bakit ang globalization ay madalas itinuturing na mahirap intindihin o obscure. First, maraming sakop ang globalization. Kasama dito ang trade, communication, travel, at culture. Dahil dito, mahirap ipaliwanag ito sa isang ideya lang. Second, maraming pananaw ang mga tao. Maraming nagsasabi ang globalization ay nagbibigay ng maraming oportunidad. Samantalang iba naman ay nagsasabing ito ay uneven at nagkakaroon ng environmental problem. Kaya mas nagiging confusing siya. Third, hindi laging visible ang globalization. Maraming proseso ang nangyayari behind the scene, tulad ng online transaction at global supply chains. Dahil hindi natin ito nakikita, mas mahirap siyang maintindihan. Dahil hindi sa mga epekto nito sa bawat lugar. May mga bansang nakikinabang, samantalang iba naman ay hindi masyado. Dahil uneven ang epekto, mas mahirap itong ipaliwanag. So, lastly, wala itong isang pelikula. Hindi ito nabuo sa isang tao o event lamang. Nabuo ito dahil sa development sa technology, trade, at communication. For example, isipin natin ang smartphone. Maaari ang design nito ay nasa ibang bansa. Mga parts nito ay nasa ibang bansa. Bakit padala siya? Pinapakita nito kung paano ang mundo ay connected. Kahit hindi natin nakikita ang buong proseso.
Alam niyo ba, yung mundo natin is sobrang connected na talaga niya. Kahit anong ginagawa natin or kahit saan man tayo magpunta is sobrang connected na talaga niya. Yung mga bagay na ino-order natin online like sa Shopee or sa Lazada or any app na pinag-orderan natin ng bag, clothes, shoes, makeup or school stuff is na nagagaling sa ibang bansa ay mabilis na nakakarating dito sa Pilipinas in just 1 click lang. Tapos, mapapansin mo, lahat ng ginagawa natin at saka kinakainan natin everyday is same-same na lang. Kagaya ng sa pagkain natin sa McDo, Jollibee, okay, Jollibee is local, pero yung McDo, Starbucks, KFC, and other fast food chains na nag-originate sa ibang bansa is meron ng branches dito sa Philippines. And when it comes naman sa trend, sobrang bilis talaga niya kumalat. Like pranks, viral memes, TikTok dances, and TikTok challenges. Kapag in-upload mo siya online, marami nang gagaya at magiging global na ito. Sa technology naman is sobrang laking tulong talaga niya for everyone. Tulad ng Facebook, Messenger, Instagram, Twitter, Viber, or any communication app na kahit minsan may delay is nakakagawa pa rin ito ng paraan para makapag-connect globally. Ang pinaka-cool pa is globalization goes beyond governments. Like Apple, Nike, Google, and Netflix is operated na siya worldwide. So basically, connected tayo and sumusunod tayo sa global trend and parte rin tayo ng one big global world. There are 3 ways of understanding globalization. Globalization as a process, as a condition, and as ideology. First is globalization as a process. This means that globalization is a movement between countries. This revolves around people, products, culture, and ideas. Well, what do I mean? This means that people migrate from one country to another and products are imported and exported all over the world. And lastly, cultures are shared through music, foods, and trends. The second is globalization as a condition. It is what the world is like now. Ito yung nagsulta ng process. This means that because of the movement, the world is already connected. Countries can depend on each other with what their country needs because the agreement is already made. You can also talk to people instantly worldwide and you can see different cultures everywhere. The third is globalization as an ideology. This means that some people think globalization is good and should continue. They believe that countries should be more open and they should support global trade and shared culture. And that makes globalization. This is what people believe should happen. Scholars mostly debate on this topic because each way focus on different things. Some think that the most important way is the process because it's the movement itself. Of course, if walang movement, walang mangyayaring connection ng mga countries at ng mga tao. Others say naman that it is the condition that that is the most important because you can see the result of the process. And that result is what globalization is. And the others focus on ideology because they believe that in order for globalization to happen, we need to think about what ways we want to do, like creating an agreement with other countries.
What is globalization? In one word.
Interconnectedness. Expansion. Influence.
In short, globalization is a powerful phenomenon that continue to connect countries through trades, technology, and culture. Nakikita natin ito araw-araw sa paggamit natin ng gadgets, sa pagkain ng foreign brands, and pakikinig sa mga international music. Malaki ang itutulong nito sa economic growth at cultural exchange, pero hindi rin natin dapat kalimutan na may challenge ito tulad ng inequality at pagkakawala ng ilang local tradition. Kailangan din ng mga kabataan, mahalaga na maging aware tayo, maging responsible sa pag-adapt sa globalization, tulad ng pag-support sa local products habang open pa rin tayo sa global ideas. In this way, magiging part tayo ng globalization, hindi lang sa consumer, kundi bilang informed and responsible individuals.
We now share music, movies, foods, and ideas across the globe, creating a global culture.
Y'all pulled up with me, I would've seen y'all niggas outside.
Lastly, ano nga ba ang epekto ng globalization?
Miss Jackson. Miss Jackson.
First, maraming sakot ang globalization. Maraming sakot ang globalization.
But I
We debate on this topic because each way differ on focus on everyone. Ginagawa natin everyday, like yung mga kinakainan natin at ginagawa na inulit. Inulit.
What is globalization? Give me a one word.
Y'all pulled up with me, I would've seen y'all niggas outside.
Nasilipin natin ngayon ang susunod point. Tingnan bilang
I just had to let you know you're